It's Davis deep for the Chargers. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here for Davis. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at the 40. Now their versatile running back. Here's Austin Eckler. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge it? This is going to be fun.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Down to the 42, 2nd down. The Chargers at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw going into the hands of Williams. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. Herbert changing things up. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Room here to run. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. And now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Herbert now. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this 1st quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now it's Fields. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Nicole Hardman, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 4. You talk about the defense for these Chargers. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
It's gonna be a good day, boys. We're gonna do it. We got this.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, as the defense rallies quickly after the nice move. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. This is swung out to Eckler. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Herbert operating from the red zone. And that's complete to the right side. It's Allen. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Go all the way. Go all the way. Boys, let's finish strong.
On 2nd down, here's Herbert. And he's got it. Touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Fights loose. That one a first down pickup of 8. Again, it's Homer. To get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Fields now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Fields. Throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
There's no magnet in the ball. But sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Herbert on 1st down now. And that's into the hands of Eckler. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, 47 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that, it only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Oh,
he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert going to change the play here. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Quentin Johnston, 41 yards. And the Chargers have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Flush to his right. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Now Fields. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, Fields again. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Fields throw into the hands here of Hardman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Chase Claypool as the first half is winding down. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And with only 9 seconds remaining, with not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Charger drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They've reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Quick throw here to Johnston. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that one complete downfield to Allen. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Allen! Keenan Allen with career touchdown number 60. And the Chargers add 6 to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball down.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. Sebastian Joseph Day breaking through for the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 3rd and long. It's Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Davis now to return it. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Herbert now. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chargers are able to widen their advantage. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
All Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Fields. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 1st down throw. Fields taking a deep shot here for Hardman. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. But the passing windows are just not there. And that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now it's Fields. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And here we go on 4th down, Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Chase Claypool with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey, Kaplan. 21.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 22. A give, Eckler running to the right. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Quentin Johnston, 51 yards. And the Chargers get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, Fields. And that's caught inside the 35. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Fields now to throw. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
On second down, here's Miller. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Completes it to Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. A play fake. Now Fields to throw. Touchdown, Bears! Chase Claypool. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth-quarter deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. So taking it right down Broadway. Austin Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler. He has career touchdown number 78, tying him with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter. The extra point try now from Dicker. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. Powering his way forward. And ultimately he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Again, it's Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Fields. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion left, Claypool. On 2nd and 10, Fields. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 45-yard line.
And the Bears first down.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Fields throwing again. And his throw here is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. More from L.A. in a moment. Running left is Miller. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Miller. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Here we go, Snake.
Fields going to keep it running right. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Fields now on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Fields. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Chargers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Charger drive about to get going. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. There were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Bears offense staying put. Justin Fields always a threat to run. They'll go for two here. The quarterback will keep it himself. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now the option play works on the 2-point try. What'd you think of the call?
I like the call. What you're worried about, though, is if the defense blitzes the play. And if they do, what your answer is, the option. Why? If they blitz it, the quarterback has a chance to get rid of it to a trailing back. That one worked pretty well there.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And this will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. He's inside the 20. And they're going to finish this one off strong. It's a return touchdown to add on to their lead in the final stages. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Now Miller, he's had a big workload here tonight. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Now it's Miller running right. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On play action, Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses